What if I told you that there was a US state with the exact same life expectancy of a place like North Korea or Libya? What if I told you that if this state was a country, it would rank 101 out of 195 for maternal mortality rate in the world? Would you be surprised to know that I'm talking about Arkansas? Welcome to part 40 of the United States, might as well be 53rd world countries stacked up in a trench coat. When it comes to developing nations, Cuba does come to mind for Arkansas, and it's mainly because of the way that the American capitalist machine has irrevocably affected the futures of both of these places. There has not been one day since the state of Arkansas was founded in 1836 that you would rather have been a person than a business in that state. Arkansas was founded to protect the interests of cotton farming slave owners in the early 1800s. Those plantation owners then shaped the state's policies and economy in their image. This laid the foundation for the economy it still has today, where a few wealthy business owners provide the state with huge amounts of tax revenue while providing the residents the lowest wage jobs available. What makes it worse is they took all the money they weren't paying people to lobby the government and keep it that way. Arkansas is the birthplace of Walmart and Tyson Foods. In most states, Walmart is the biggest drain on social services. Even when I was younger, I remember hearing stories about how they give you resources to apply for benefits like food stamps and state insurance when you get a job there. And if that's how they act outside, are we expecting them to be any better at home? This is where Cuba comes into play. Cuba is the other side of the coin when it comes to that American economic policy. To me, it's crazy that a state standing 10 toes down on participating in American capitalism has the same or worse outcomes as a nation that has not only been excluded, but explicitly held back by American capitalism. For example, both Arkansas and Cuba have a maternal mortality rate just under 40 per 100,000, but Arkansas is higher at 38. And Cuba is just under 4 per 1,000 on infant mortality, where Arkansas has doubled that at close to 8. You also live 5 years longer on average being born in Cuba. Please keep in mind, Cuba is doing this for 8 million more people making $80 billion less dollars a year while being both excluded from trading with and being bullied by its biggest and closest possible economic partner in the United States. In Arkansas, it's estimated you need 80,000 to be one comfortable person and you need 200,000 to be a comfortable family of 4. With a median income of 33K and a median household income under 60K, it sounds like a playground for 6-figure households. Too bad that's not 80% of the state. In Arkansas, 72% of households aren't at the comfortable income for one. Over 90% of households are not comfortable as a family of 4. And the income estimates are actually similar in Cuba. For example, the median income in Havana is 10K and the average cost of living is 14. So the likelihood of being a part of the working poor at the median income would be the same there. And I'd be an idiot to tell you Cuba doesn't have its own issues. I would also just make the argument that with free healthcare, free education, and objectively better views, you might be better off in Cuba. And just like Arkansas, if not for American capitalism and the policies that uphold it, wreaking absolute havoc on these areas, they both would be objectively better places. Put your city or state in the comments if you want me to do yours next. We are covering all 50 states with this series. Shoot me a follow if you want to see when I do yours.